ऐसा चढ़ गया कोई और रंग ना चढ़ सके, तेरा नाम सीने पे लिखा हर कोई आके पढ़ सके। तेरा रंग ऐसा चढ़ गया कोई और रंग ना चढ़ सके, तेरा नाम सीने पे लिखा हर कोई आके पढ़ सके। है जुनून है तेरे इश्क।
So, Patang,
Yeah.
tell us how did you decide to do this movie?
Patang,
Script or-
yes, script means when director, casting director, Anjali Punjabi, she came with script, and when I read the script was, structured it is something interesting, like it's not proper conventional beginning, middle and end.
Sure.
So different way, like middle कहाँ है, ending कहाँ है, इस तरह सा. So, but role को लेके I was not so much excited.
Sure.
So then he mailed me detailed and very long mail about character और क्या उनका treatment रहेगा ऐसा. Then I thought कि let me go and see the whole setup. So
Sure.
I was busy with my another shooting there in Bombay. So they were there in Ahmedabad, Old City,
Sure.
Ahmedabad. So when I saw there that Prashant was doing a workshop with non-actors, lots of non-actors and street kids and all. Somebody was sitting here on his
Sure.
shoulder and all. So whole atmosphere was as if I was outsider and Prashant and whole team was like like they were like part of locality.
Okay.
So very novel and very informal atmosphere and no jo NRI that kind of flavor was
Sure.
not there. And then Prashant's mother Ranjana, she took me lots of places to show that where they are going to shoot, all real place, sabzi mandi and like vegetable market and grocery market and food hub, how to transform from grocery market to food hub, evening mein total atmosphere change. So then I could understood my character because she also took me there on one real character जहाँ वहाँ पे in Ahmedabad she lives. So one woman who is very similar to my character.
Sure.
So then I got a hint that that the whole treatment will be different. So let me do it like
Sure.
challenging them. So that was for me like big challenge because 90% of actors were non-actor and we just limited actors were professional actors. So interacting with them and camera, handling different and everything. Whole setup is from outside India. So just being theatre person, I think it was for me like it's challenging. Let me do it.
So basically, it was like a team and screenplay.
Yeah.
More of a team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. And more on how did you like your character once you were in the movie? Did you?
Yeah,
was
character
it
for me,
challenging
like,
or was it not so challenging? You were an experienced actor.
Yeah, but initially for me, like as I said, I was not so interested, excited because role was not challenging that way. Then slowly when I got into it, for me like because as I understood, it's like for me first image came into my mind that is water. It's wherever any vessels you put water, it will take accordingly the
Sure,
shape.
yes.
shape. So it's like this typical motherly image,
Okay.
Indian motherly
Yes.
image, where always sacrificing and like surrender and
Sure.
sacrificing, cooperative, helping, compromising in that way that forget my dream.
Sure.
Let me fulfill my mother-in-law's dream. Let me fulfill my mother's dream. Let me fulfill my husband's dream.
Yeah.
Balancing, but at the same time happily, not sad way. So this, and at the same time not showing her dream. Subdue, suppressive. So throughout in process, I what got from Prashant that don't show your emotion to your any character like my relatives or something, but give a little bit hint to audience that
Sure.
oh, he thought like this, like emotion, but we don't show your emotion Very sad.
Sure.
It's not like that way, but
Tolerance
the
and
tolerance is there, but little bit you are just, you are hard, but my audience, so that audience should be with me, traveling with me. So just as if I'm laughing and smiling and everything, and suddenly I notice that he's saying something nonsense.
your inner feelings
There is
are.
subtle
You are
way.
it.
There is
That's
subtle way.
wonderful. You have worked with.
So that's interesting for me. Not showing your emotion, at the same time emotional journey is there, but very subtle way audience is getting, but my co-actor should not get it. So that is for me like challenge.
Like it's a hint of it, but it's not a feeling of it.
Yeah.
You have worked with, like, on the one hand, like really good big directors, big stars, and now you were working with a new team. What was the biggest difference? Was it
First of all,
like, there was no difference?
I don't compare.
Sure.
Honestly, I never compare that I worked with that, like Oscar nominated, like director, or like Shekhar Kapoor, or big commercial director like Suraj Barjatia,
Sure.
or Sanjay Leela
Sanjay Leela,
Bhansali, or
commercial.
Ram Gopal Verma, and all at the same time Prashant or Rishi. So I always enjoy interesting script. When I talk with director, if person is really, I find like sensitive and intelligence there, clear, just not just for the crazy film, because I refuse lots of films where they have enough money, but I could see that film mein dum nahi hai, so which it doesn't touch my heart. I listen to my heart.
Sure.
So I can see that like how intelligent a director is, how tactfully, how clear is the director. It's not just crazy about making film. It's not that he has money. I can see the passion and involvement and seriousness making film or making the script. So then so for me, like I never ever, once I off the camera from the film is over, I forget about my role. When I start, my life is this character only, just this character only. I don't know my parents, my family, my anything, just character. I just try to do maximum, homework and justice with the role. Once I done over, just shift. I forget. I start cooking. I start doing planting, gardening, watching really stupid kind of movie. Just like chill with children and all this thing. But when I again start with new director or old director, I don't compare both director. So treatment wise, no doubt, they are human being, and that's what I enjoy. The Deepa Mehta's treatment of like handling actors is different, or making film is different. Prashant Bhargav making film
Different.
treatment is different. Like all that is for me like it's a treasure. Like getting experience.
So you want what your message is, like you are an actor. If someone brings a good script and a good team, so the message goes out to new directors as well, new team as well. Like, bring me a good script.
Yeah.
The script has to be good.
At the same time, you should be clear what
Sure.
are you.
What do you want me to? What,
Yeah.
like what my role is?
Yes.
Then that's what you're.
Yeah. So don't just not that. Just say like for example like a formula kind of thing that like cinematography has to be good or emotion should be good and some name. If I am making an international film, a festival kind of film, Seema Biswas, let's bring Seema Biswas.
Sure.
Let's bring Om Puri. Like only for name don't bring.
Sure.
If I suit the character, then
Yes.
take me. So that way I could see those clarity in director's mind. Then only I accept. It's
Sure. It's been a long time when you did Bandit Queen, but knowing the Bollywood, if I know it correctly, like Bollywood is usually like copycat. Did you get offers to portray another bandit in the movies, or and did you refuse any movies after that? You must have got many movies with the same theme or something like similar.
yes, many times it happened. I remember. I now though after years I realized that like Seema, you are really intelligent, or like shabash, because I don't know, I talked to so many people. I forgot that with whom I shared that. For me, like acting is my passion and
Sure.
life and everything. So when I got Bandit Queen, that time for me, like, this is my first film and this is my last film, because I don't fit into Bollywood, like the
Cinema.
genre. So, so I don't expect anything, but I should do the justice with this character. It's a living character, much more responsibility you have. And Shekhar also told me that this whole film is on your shoulder. For me, like, I sincerely thought of it, this is my big responsibility. I have to do the justice, like totally focus on everything. And just after that, controversy started. I didn't like. For me, like, oh God, why am I famous just because of controversy? So my mom used to call me and said, Seema, like some newspaper wrote that because Bollywood, lots of stars refused to do this role because you done some bold scene, that's why you got it, because you were poor, you got money, this and that. I said, I didn't get money. The most till today, I got in Bandit Kid the most and minimum money, like in my life never ever got so much, petty money, like, but not at all. That lots of heroines refuse, that's why, because you are poor, because you are ugly looking, because all these things in written paper. So is it true? Why don't you give the counter reply that, but you haven't done that scene? I said, I am not going to reply, mom. I was just informed, said, don't worry. But I'm not going to giving you now. And why should I? If I, in future also, I don't mind doing nude scene if I feel like. But not that time I didn't feel like, I didn't do that. But I told to my parents, that's enough for me. For society just to tell the world that no, it's not me, some double done. Why should I give that explanation? Because I was convinced with the logic of why he is putting that scene. I asked my director before I signed the film, because initially I didn't want to. Initially, my question was why you are putting that scene. He said it's like very ugliest scene in the film, and I want as ugly only. It's not beautiful scene. It's ugly scene. It's ugly portion in her life, height of humiliation. That's
Ugly.
why. So that's why the audience should feel
Yeah,
like
our audience should hate that scene. Like
hate
this,
that scene,
this is
not
what
to
happened.
see it
Yeah.
again. Like,
Sure.
so that impact happened. I said, okay, I'm convinced, but I don't want to that. I cannot do. I'm that level not bold.
Sure.
That's why I don't want to do that scene. So then only I will sign. Then he tried to convince me, but then he said, okay, fine, double will do. But before releasing controversy, I said, I don't want to make this person. I am famous now without seeing my, these people didn't see my film, but even then they make me famous. Why I don't want to make him famous, that newspaper
Yeah, by responding back. Yeah.
like responding
Yeah,
back.
yes.
I said, okay, let him write.
Actually,
Let him see the film, then let him
Yeah.
judge as
Decide.
an audience. Let him decide. So that way, just then film got released and loads of, I'm not lying, loads of film I got. सब हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि शेखर कपूर पूरी फिल्म बना नहीं सके.
Okay.
हम पूरी पंडित क्वीन बनाना चाहते हैं.
Sure.
सो हम ऐसे बनाना चाहते हैं, इतना पैसा देंगे, वैसा बना. लकीली आई डोंट नो, नए शहर में आई वाज टोटली न्यू. आई डिडंट हैव एनी स्मॉल वन स्टूडियो अपार्टमेंट, जस्ट वन रूम. सो इवन देन आई डिडंट हैव those shoshabaji that I need car and like a Mercedes or this car and that car and bungalow or apartment or prestigious place. Nothing. I said no, I'm not comfortable. Then I told whole industry that at least for 5 years this kind of shades also I don't want in my performance. So I didn't do. So I didn't accept. For 2 years I was just shut door and I was sitting at home not doing anything.
Sure.
Monetary crisis was there, but I didn't compromise. So I never accepted. But I feel myself happy that I had that much, I didn't have anybody, godfather.
You
anybody
didn't
to
give
guide
in to
me.
those temptations.
Yeah, those temptation, materialistic, temptation. Till today, wherever I feel happy, sometimes I just shut my door. I focusing on my performance on stage. I do that. I left 3 films just last few months because I was busy with my theatre. Totally in my solo performance on stage and traveling all over India. I'm so happy and I'm just flying like anything.
And I think that is the mark of success, which aaj tak jo log hain, people remember you for your character of Phulan Devi.
That's it. But she definitely did wonderful roles after that Kamoshi, and there were like lot
I mean,
many
people
other
remember
movies.
you for your passion.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I try to do the the justice and realism, involvement, sincere, hardworking. Yes, sincerely, like, yeah, and there is no. I don't wait for the result. Even Patang, I mean, it's not that will be famous. I will be connected with Chicago people, LA people, New York people. No, I like the approach of the director and treatment and all, the whole team and everything. That's why I accepted.
you have done so many varied roles. Is there still a dream role or a dream screenplay
Yes.
which you're waiting to come over? Is it something like
For me, like any role which gives me surprise,
sure,
that like sleepless night, how will I do it? How can it be possible?
the challenges you?
Very challenging, which is not necessary. Example that Madhubala's autobiography is going to make, and casting is Seema. You will be like surprised. I will be surprised that, my God, Madhubala, me. How can? I'm not saying that I should get role kind of only glamorous, but surprise. Surprise, like 180 years old woman, and she's doing the aeronautical engineering, flying. That will be surprise. How will I do it? So those kind of surprise elements should be there. Then nightmare
challenge.
It
and
has to really
sleepless
challenge.
night.
Really challenge.
Yes.
With Patang, what message do you think people?
Patang is for me like it's a hope, it's inspiration, it's dream, it's color in life. And towards the end, I say that like always hold the happiness, the memory of happiness, and then go ahead and just forget the bad memories of past. Just go ahead and it's like kite. You just let it fly, let it fly. Don't compete with cutting this kite and that kite. You just go ahead, just fly and go. Just
Live life.
try to touch that sky.
Free spirit.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It has been a pleasure. I think we are under kind constraint.